This recording introduces how to set up a Silverlight's map control. So we'll go ahead and create a new project called mapdemo. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure that we have all of the references we need to the new map control. So those can be found if you've downloaded the Silverlight Bing Maps control. Those can be found in the libraries directory, and we want both DLL files. So now that we've added them to our references, they should be available. And first we need to build the project. After we build the project, we can go to Assets and search for Map. And the map is the Bing Silverlight's control. It's a fully functional control that we can use in our Silverlight applications. One of the other things that we need to do at this point is to make sure that we have signed up and have a key for our application. Again, we can apply for a key, and then once we get a key for our application, we can paste it in to the credentials provider. So I've just pasted the key supplied by the Bing Maps into the credentials provider. At this point, we can go and run the project and play around a little bit with the Bing Maps control. I forgot to build the project first, so let me go back and build the project. And now I'm ready to run the SketchFlow project with the Bing Silverlight control. As you can see, this is a fully functional control that allows you to look at different views, zoom in, zoom out. And our next step will be to somehow program this control to make it a little more user-friendly. Switching to aerial view. So it works just like you would expect a control to work in a web page. Well, the next thing we're going to do is try and find some coordinates, something called a geocode. Here's a website that allows you to locate latitude and longitude associated with various geocodes. So if we search for Greeley, we can find the latitude and longitude of Greeley. To control the Bing Maps, let's copy that, go back to SketchFlow, and in the center, under the miscellaneous properties, let's paste in the latitude and longitude as well as a altitude, and we'll just set the altitude at 0 for this particular demo. What we can do, though, is we can go to the zoom level if we'd like to zoom in a little bit and set that to something a little bit higher to zoom into the latitude and longitude for Greeley, Colorado. Okay, just going to show you that one more time. Again, we paste the coordinates from the geocode. We can use the zoom level at various settings to zoom in at a particular latitude and longitude. Okay, so now let's go into the project and try and build it. What's happened when we added our geocode, it needed some external libraries. Probably the easiest way to add those libraries is to go back into Visual Studio and add the new references. So I'm back into Visual Studio and I want to add a new reference to my project. And this particular reference that I'm interested in adding is called the System Runtime Serialization. So I'll right-click on References, find that library, add it to my project, and hopefully now it will build. You can notice this split screen view that shows the actual XAML code that's driving the maps. So let's add a button to our Visual Studio project. Name this Go to Greeley. The intention of this button would be when the user clicks it, they would be instantly transported to Greeley, Colorado. We'll do that by setting a click event called Go, and the next step would be to figure out how to make this button actually work. So here's the code behind. I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to go to the Bing Maps Silverlight control, which has all kinds of code that we can steal and paste into our project, showing you a few of the controls. Well, here's the source code to show how that map works. And we're going to steal the code from the go to click method. This code allows us to set a property of a button called the tag property, and then use that tag property to zoom the map in to a particular location. So I paste that code into the code behind method go, and notice that it needs some other libraries to help. So these are actually the using system globalization and some of the map control libraries that I'm also going to steal and just paste into the code behind. I'll make sure that I've named my map. So let me go back and select the map and set the name to my map. And hopefully that will allow us to use those buttons. What we're going to do is we're going to have a couple of buttons, go to Greeley and then go to Paris. In a moment, I'll set up the code for the go to Paris button. Okay, so now we are going to go to back to our geocoding, find Greeley, and copy those longitude and latitude. I'll need to augment the tag property of the button because that's how the go method is going to get the information. So I'll paste the latitude and longitude into the button. Notice that I added additional property to set the altitude also in addition to the latitude and longitude. I think I set it to 2. Well, here's my Go to Paris button. I want to do something similar to that. So let's find what the latitude and longitude of Paris, France is. So I'll copy that again using the tag property of the button, paste that in there along with a comma and an altitude. I believe I put 2. So here's the tag property, paste that in, comma, and then 6. So we'll set the same event to work for that button. So back and just want to double check and make sure that my tag properties are set, and I'll set this altitude to, let's say, 7 for each of those. Let's build the project, and we can go back and test it in Expression Blend. So I'll accept the changes back into Expression Blend, go in and run the project, and now I have some fully functional Bing Maps with some buttons to control those maps. Again, check out the Silverlight Software Development Kit and take a look at the code that's already out there that may help you on your project.